Hello all my busybodies, I hope you are having a really fun day, but I think it's time that we read a story, don't you? Oh, look at this one. This one is called Lazy Ozzie, and it's about this little owl over here. Let's see what it's all about. Oh, I think it's going to be about a farm maybe. We can see some animals. Let's have a look. Ozzie was a very lazy owl. "It's time you tried to fly," said Mother Owl one day. But Ozzie just said, "Oh, do I have to?" Ozzie didn't want to fly one little bit. It seemed too much hard work, all that wing flapping. He just wanted to sit around all day. "I'm learning to be wise," he said. "Well, I want you to fly," said Mother Owl sternly. "Now I'm going off to look for some food, and if you are wise, you will be on the ground by the time I come back." There goes Mother Owl. She's flying and she's telling Ozzie, "Right, come on Ozzie, you have got to learn to fly." Ozzie thought hard. If he was wise, then he should be able to think of a way of getting down to the ground without flying. Suddenly he noticed the horse who lived in their barn. The horse's head came just almost as high as the beam Ozzie was sitting on. Ozzie had an idea. Look, there's Ozzie sitting over there, and here's the horse, and Ozzie's thinking, I wonder. Let's have a look and see. "Help, help! What's the matter with you then?" said the high horse. "It's an emergency," shouted Ozzie, jumping onto the high horse's back. "Take me to the cowshed." Oh, look! Ozzie, I think, climbed onto his head and then climbed down onto his back. Oh my goodness. And now he's telling the horse to please take him to the cowshed. So the high horse took Ozzie to the cowshed. In the cowshed there lived a cow who wasn't quite as high as the high horse. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzie, jumping onto the not quite so high cow's back. "Take me to the pigsty." Oh, so look, Ozzie jumped from the horse onto the cow. So the high horse and the not quite so high cow took Ozzie to the pigsty. Off they're going, running together. And there they see Mr. Pig in the pigsty. In the pigsty there lived a big pig. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzie, jumping onto the big pig's back. "Take me to the farmyard." Oh, look, he's like, what is this crazy owl doing? So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, and the big pig took Ozzie to the farmyard. In the farmyard there lived a sheepdog. The sheepdog wasn't as tall as the big pig. He was a short sheepdog. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzie, jumping onto the short sheepdog's back. "Take me to the big field." Oh, look at Ozzie jumping from the cow onto the dog. What a crazy owl this one is. Oh, now they're all going. Look at them, all running. Wow. So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, and the short sheepdog took Ozzie to the field. In the big field there lived a little lamb. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzie, jumping onto the little lamb's back. "Take me to the duck pond." Can you see? There's the little lamb over there. And Ozzie's running on the sheepdog's back. They're going along and he's going to jump off and onto the lamb's back. So he's getting lower and lower and lower. So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, and the little lamb took Ozzie to the duck pond. In the duck pond, there lived a diddy duck. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzie, jumping onto Diddy Duck's back. "Take me to the barn." Oh, so look, he's jumping from the sheep onto the poor little duck. That little duck's not very big. Hey, how can Ozzie jump on him? Oh dear. So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the diddy duck took Ozzie back to the barn. As soon as they got there, Ozzie hopped from the diddy duck's back down to the ground. He'd done it. "Now that's what you call being wise," he told himself. Look at the poor little duck having to carry Ozzie. Ozzie, that's not very nice. And there he is over there, jumping down to the ground. That poor little duck looks very tired now. "So, where's the emergency?" asked the high horse. "Ah," said Ozzie, "I was only joking. What a hoot, eh?" Oh, naughty Ozzie. The high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the diddy duck weren't amused. They didn't think that was a very good joke. They went away grumbling. But Ozzie was pleased. His plan had worked. He was pretty wise after all. Look at everybody. They're all going back to their spots on the farm. And Ozzie's sitting down there on the ground thinking that he is very clever. Look, he's there as well, thinking that he's very clever because he got down to the ground like his mom had told him. But let's see what happens now. "I flew all the way down," he said to Mother Owl when she came back. Oh, is he telling the truth? I don't know about that. Mother Owl gave a big smile. "Well done, son," she says. Ozzie thought she was pleased with him. See, look, she's giving him a love. But he didn't know she'd been watching all the time. "Now let me see you fly back up again," said Mother Owl. Oh dear, so the mommy owl had been watching naughty Ozzie climb onto all the animals' backs to get down, so she knew the trick that he was playing. And now she told him to fly back up. And that's the end of our story. There we go, guys. That's another nice story for you to listen to. I'll see you soon. Bye.